On this episode of Mean Street Journal, we will be talking about the new Corrosion and Conformity album, Good God, Bad Man, their 11th full-length studio recording. This is the first album to feature new bassist Bobby Landgraf and returning session drummer Stanton Moore. Following the death of original drummer Reed Mullen and the departure of bassist Mike Dean, the first half of the album, Good God, features the more heavier and faster rock songs. The second half of the album, Bad Man, features the more bluesy and darker songs. This is the first Corrosion and Conformity album to be produced by Warren Riker, who has worked with Down, Pepper Keenan's other band. I find this album to be better than the previous album, No Cross, No Crown, which I also find to be a great record as well. The album's production is very big and raw. The drums are extra heavy, the bass guitar is as well. Woody's guitar is mostly a hard left speaker, and Pepper's guitar is mostly a hard right speaker. The album features guest appearances by Al Jurgensen and Monty Pittman of the band Ministry, as well as Jason Everman, who used to play in Nirvana and Soundgarden. Another great thing about this album is it covers the band's overall sound over the time frames that they existed. Most of the album is pretty good in my opinion, but there are some standout tracks which I can get to. Give Me Some More. This one is their first single from the album. Shockingly too, it is a hardcore punk type of song. It is very raw, and it does remind me of their old stuff. And speaking of it being a single, I also have the vinyl 7-inch. It features a B-side of the track I Love Living in the City, originally by the band Fear. Here's a song that reminds me of an old Black Sabbath type of track. It's called The Handler. It starts off with Pepper Keenan on the right, busting out his wah-wah pedal, and then Woody coming in, raw. Pretty heavy, pretty old school. Ozzy's voice is kind of heard in Pepper in this song, I think, a little bit. All right, well, here's a song I like a lot called Run For Your Life. It's pretty long, like a 9-minute song. It reminds me of something maybe Hendrix or Leonard Skinner would have wrote. So I can't really tell who wrote what riff on this album, but it could be a Woody Weatherman riff. Asleep on the Killing Floor. This one's pretty heavy. I'm surprised it's not on the first side of the album, but I like it. This one's actually kind of an angry one, you know what I'm saying? I like how he's saying this hangman's for hire. You know, I remember before the album came out, there was some studio footage of the band, and it showed Pepper tracking his vocals. Very expressive with his hands. Probably a top-tier favorite. Handcuff County. I really like this one. You could tell they are influenced by ZZ Top heavily. And from what I heard in an interview, Pepper said that this song was written pretty much right when they hit record. I think they just said, fuck it, let's write a riff now kind of thing, spur of the moment. And on the right speaker, you hear Pepper doing this little blues thing that's kind of continuous through the whole song. It's the same riff the whole way, just about. And you hear Woody kind of playing some little licks on the left channel that are kind of complementing Pepper's guitar. Brickman. Starts off with a nice acoustic guitar on the right, you know, Pepper Keenan. Woody pops in with some electric guitar with some effects on it on the left channel. Very atmospheric effects he's using too. And I really dig this song a lot. This one's kind of been on rotation a little bit lately compared to the other ones. So, I don't know, I'm trying to pick a favorite. You know, I'm trying to like give most of these songs a lot of individual attention, and you know, like every once in a while I'll be like, I gotta play this song, or I gotta play that song, or whatever, or I'll just play the fucking full album in rotation as a whole. But then sometimes I'll go back to some of these songs, and this one I have been paying attention to a lot. Thank you for checking out Mean Street Journal. Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. tpublic.com also has Mean Street wear for all your offensive apparel needs.